Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So welcome back to another edition of Weight Watchers, What Did I Eat? Or What Can I Eat? The kids and I wanted to show you a quick little recipe. And I actually just, I come up with this stuff out of my head. It's not like I think of these things way ahead of time. I really wish I did, but I don't. We just got back from the gym and Taekwondo, and we are hungry. I'm hungry, they're hungry. So we're going to make a quick chicken salad. And this is going to be good for a quick snack. This could be good for lunches. This could be good for dinner. It's dinner time around here, so I am going to make just enough for dinner. A couple key things you need when doing Weight Watchers. The first thing you have to do, I'm going to recommend it if you're using your Weight Watcher app or iTrackBites like I'm using. You have to scan all foods. You can't make the assumption that every food is the same amount of points, because it's not. I'm learning that the hard way, because I'm counting less points than what I should be counting, and then I'm not seeing any movement on the scale. So I'm having to go back and readjust, making sure that I'm scanning everything. So the other thing that is very key is a food scale. And then measuring utensils. You've got to have measuring utensils. So if you hear that noise in the background, we're doing the dishes, so we apologize. But I was over at my local grocery store, and I saw this diced chicken, and it was in the freezer section. It is 90 calories for 3 ounces, and 3 ounces is 1 smart point. I scanned it before I left the grocery store. So I'm going to take 3 ounces of this chicken to make a chicken salad. And I am simply going to turn my food scale back on. I'm weighing it with the bowl on. It's still 0 ounces. So I need 3 ounces. So I'm at 3.3. So now I have to take some out. Oh, now I'm at 3 ounces. Okay. So I'm at 3. And if you look at this and notice, it's not a lot. 3 ounces is really not a lot of chicken. But that's okay, because we're going to do some stuff to it to make it more than what it is. A lot of people ask me, am I going to be hungry on Weight Watchers? I can tell you honestly, I've never been hungry on Weight Watchers. I really pretty much can eat anything I want to eat as long as you count the points for it. So, I've got 3 ounces of my chicken in this bowl. This is Kraft fat-free mayo, and for 1 tablespoon it's 0 smart points. So I'm actually going to take my chicken and just cut it up a little bit instead of just having those huge bite-sized chunks. I'm actually just going to cut this up a tiny bit more, because it's still 3 ounces either way, but that way it feels like I have more than what I have. And that's just because I like to eat. I think when you're on a weight loss journey, you have to be real with yourself and honest with yourself. And the real honest truth is I like to eat. Okay, so I've got my 3 ounces of chicken, and I just cut it up a little bit just to, give the appearance that there's way more chicken in here than there is. And that's going to help me be a little more full. It's going to help me to evenly distribute out the rest of my ingredients. So I'm done with my chicken. Now, I also have sweet relish. We do like sweet relish in our house. And for 1 tablespoon of the Harris Teeter brand, it's 1 smart point. And I'm okay giving up a smart point if I can have sweet relish. Now, dill relish may not be any points, and it really is what you prefer or what you like. But because this is such a small amount of chicken, I'm actually only going to have a half a tablespoon of the mayo. And I'm only going to do half a tablespoon of the relish, because it's really going to be plenty. I am going to use a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, and just a little tiny bit of salt. To taste. You season how you like it. Now, for most people, this would be all they needed for their chicken salad. Well, it's not all I need for my chicken salad. So what I'm going to do, and this is what it looks like. It comes together pretty decent. I mean, I could probably do 6 ounces of the chicken for 2 Smart Points. But for now, I'm just going to do the 3 ounces for 1 Smart Point. So it doesn't look like much right now. Just stay with me. So I bought a bunch of grapes at the grocery store. And I like grapes in my chicken salad. So I'm going to pull a couple of these off of the vine, or off of the stems. Grapes are 0 Smart Points. These have been washed in the sink. And I'm just going to take my knife, slice the grapes in half, and throw them in my chicken. The grapes are going to give it a little bit of sweetness. Now, if you don't want to use the Smart Point on the relish, the grapes will give it some sweetness. And you don't need a lot of grapes because you only have 3 ounces of chicken. Again, you can go up to, on your app, see how much or how many ounces you can get before you get to another Smart Point, because it may be 4 ounces. It's still 1 Smart Point. 5 ounces could be a Smart Point. It may not give you another point until you get to 6 ounces. So you can stop at the 5 ounces. So I've cut up a few grapes. And now I'm just going to stir that in. So I've got at most 2 ounces, 2 Smart Points in this bowl. And look how much that has actually helped to fill it out. But I'm still wanting more food. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of just having that on my plate, which I could have plain, I'm going to have some grapes on the side of my plate. I'm going to have some grapes. I'm going to have a half a cup of the sugar-free Jell-O for my dessert. I'm going to cut up an English cucumber for 0 Smart Points. That's 10 slices. And you can have your chicken salad on the side. But I like food, so I'm going to sacrifice a few more Smart Points. This is the Nature's Own Life bread. This is the honey wheat at 40 calories per slice. So it is 1 Smart Point per slice. I am going to turn my oven on. So I'm going to do 2 slices of bread. And this is the Sargento's Ultra Thin Provolone cheese. This is 40 calories per slice. one slice counts as 1 smart point. So let's count. I've got 2 slices of bread at 2 smart points. I've got 1 slice of cheese for the 3rd smart point. So 2 slices, 1 slice of cheese. I just had to pull out a couple to get it off. 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points for the chicken, and if you count a point for the relish, because we only use half a tablespoon, I'm not counting that as 1 point. So I still am at 4 points, and I'm simply going to put my chicken salad onto my bread, and I'm taking this from chicken salad to a chicken salad melt. And I'm only still going to use just that 1 slice of cheese. You know, most times we want another slice on the other side, but the more cheese I have, the more smart points. So my stove is heating, and Alana took the liberty of cutting some strawberries for me. So I'm going to put a few strawberries to go with my grapes at 0 smart points onto my plate, because I want to eat. This is a little bit of extra virgin olive oil cooking spray, 0 smart points, and I'm just going to liberally spray my pan. Take my spatula, pick up my sandwich, cheese side down into the oil or the spray oil. Now most people usually ask me, Shakema, I thought you're not supposed to cook mayonnaise. At your own discretion, you cook your meal the way you cook it. I've not had any issues doing it this way. So, don't leave mayonnaise sitting out overnight. I do believe in not doing that. So while the kids help clean up, I'm grabbing a little bit of the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter spray. I put 11 sprays on this side of the bread, and the only thing we want to do is melt the cheese. And the only reason we want to melt the cheese and toast the bun is because I don't like bread untoasted. I have to have my bread toasted. So for 16 sprays is 0 smart points. And that's 16 sprays altogether of the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. And so I'm just getting a light brown color on my bread. And I'm actually going to flip it over one more time. And you do want to keep as much of your filling in the bread as possible. And it really only literally takes, seconds to get it nice and toasted. And my bread is starting to, my cheese is starting to melt. Done with that. I'm going to sit it back on my cutting board. Cut it in half to my plate. And there we have it. For, let's see, the chicken is 1, the cheese is 1, the toast is 2. So for 4 smart points, I'm having a chicken salad melt with strawberries and grapes, sugar-free jello, and cucumber slices. So anyway, that's what we're having at our house tonight. We hope that you were able to pick up some tips. And thank you so much for stopping by our channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. And until the next time we cook, bye.